Mind reading for fun and profit. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back. We're in Grants Pass, Oregon, and today I'm going to go through a just quick concept if you've never heard of it before. If you have, it's a good reminder, and it's all about reading your customer's mind or reading the people that you think should be your customer or would be your customer or client or whatever you call them. So, it comes from a quote from Robert Collier, and I don't have the exact quote with me because everyone quotes a little bit differently. I think he may have put it in a few of his books. So Robert Collier was an author and writer back in the 1920s is when some of his most popular pieces were written. But he was born in, I think I read 1885 to 1950. He was alive. But his books are still around, and they're still read by marketers and salespeople today, copywriters, because he really got to a lot of the psychology of marketing and speaking to your customer and getting your message across. And the quote is this, the quote that I'm talking about, it's this. It's you have to enter the conversation that's already happening in your customer's mind. That's the concept. That's what your marketing should be doing. That's what your sales should be doing. You have to enter the conversation already going on. So what's that take? Well, it takes mind reading in a sense. You've got to know ahead of time what the most common conversations that are already going on that will lead them into the process of eventually purchasing your product or service. So that's a simple concept, but it's amazing how many people do not sit back and think that way when they're designing marketing, when they're designing the process of trying to attract new customers and clients. They don't put themselves in their shoes. They don't actually think, okay, what are they thinking? Where are they coming from? How do I take them from where they're at to where I am and what I'm offering them? It's a simple concept, deceptively simple, like so many of the things that we talk about here. But think about how often do you step aside and think about the psychology going on inside your customer's head before you ever get in touch with them? Or maybe even after, if we get to that before, during, after concept of Dean Jackson that we've talked about before. But we're going to talk about that more tomorrow. If you come back tomorrow, we're going to get into that. If you would like to discuss some of these concepts and how they would apply to your business, how you can take your business and really up it. I'm sure you're very successful at what you do. I only work with successful people. So if you do have a successful business, and if you're in the self-reliance field, you're someone I'd like to talk to, go to dreambizchat.com. At dreambizchat.com, I'm going to show you the simple process of what it takes for you to be able to take your business and really up it to a level of being your ideal dream business. dreambizchat.com. The link is in the description. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be talking about the before, during, and after units of Dean Jackson and be comparing that to some other things. So, simple one today. Have a great night. See ya. Get out there and let the magic happen.